Ethan's claim isn't fake, is it? He's exactly who he says he is, and you have known it all along.
When Ethan claimed to be a Cambius, I had his DNA tested. Yes, he's my son. His mother, Hannah, was a maid, thank you, at the Cambius estate in the U.S. She was 17, just like me, miserable, just like me. And she'd just come from England, so she was homesick. I saw her in the garden one night. She was crying, so I reached out to her. And that's how it started. Now, over the summer, we met a few more times in the guest cottage, and then I left for school. And when I came home for Thanksgiving, she was gone. Father told me she left because she couldn't get over her homesickness, and I thought, well, you know, good for her. She's probably happier in England anyway.
Did you try to contact her?
Mm-hmm. No. Probably should have, though. Just to make sure she's doing okay and tell her good luck. But I had no idea she was pregnant. I didn't.
How'd your father find out?
I don't know. Somehow I know servants talking. I'm not sure. The only thing I am sure about is that he must have been outraged. A little servant girl carrying the Cambius heir. Bastard boy. Because obviously marriage was out of the question. Not that I had a say in my life anyway.
I don't understand. Why would he? It was his only child, his only grandchild.
Yeah,
right?
well, that's my dad for you. My whole life was planned from the day I was born. So I was the golden boy. Prep school in Harvard, Oxford. I would come back and sit at my dad's side and be groomed to take over the business one day. And they would find me a jet-setting wife. We would have a ruggedly handsome son. Call him Alexander, of course, so he could bear that same weight on his shoulders the way I did.
But you didn't know you already had a son.
No. When Ethan showed up, he had a letter from Hannah. And it said when Alexander Jr. was killed, my father started a search for his beloved grandson. Hannah was scared, you know. And she gave Ethan to live with someone else, and she disappeared. I have people looking for her, but so far we got nothing. She gave up her child to save him.
But now you can do the same thing. You can protect Ethan.
Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. But not claiming him as my son.
This makes absolutely no sense. How is not acknowledging your son gonna help him?
Call it an act of mercy.
Okay, where's the mercy, please, in that? You're denying your own flesh and blood? Ethan came here to town. He's lost. He's looking for his identity.
She's not gonna find it here with me.
I'm sorry, but I can't believe what I'm hearing. When you confided in me that you were a Cambius, that you were Alexander Jr., and you told me that you had to kill that identity to survive, and as drastic as that was, I understood it.
You and Michael, you were the only ones.
And Michael has terrorized this town. You refuse to see his dark side. You're still standing up for him. And guess what? I understand that too, because I understand the love that you have for him.
He's my brother.
And Ethan's your son. Now, everything that you've done to survive, I've defended. I've been right there. I've stood by you because I knew where your heart was. But
nothing's changed.
Yes, you've changed. You've changed so much that it makes my blood cold. What you're doing to your son, turning your back on him right now when he needs you
I'm
the
the
most.
last thing that boy needs right now.
Does Ethan maybe get a say? I mean, please, does he get a chance to maybe know where he's from and who he is? Stop thinking about yourself for 2 seconds and think about the kid.
I am thinking of him.
How's that? I don't see how. I don't see how any of this... God, Zach, don't think I know you at all.
I don't think you do. And maybe you never will. You don't understand my situation. How can you? You were brought up in a house filled with love, where you could bring new thoughts and crazy ideas to the dinner table, where you could be yourself and follow your own path.
Well, we had restrictions, though, believe me.
Maybe. But you were allowed to dream. In my house, dreams were self-delusion, threat to the master plan, and any journey towards self-discovery was just a wasted trip. You eat, breathe, and sleep Cambius. That was my father's obsession. And I staged my own death to get away from that. And I should have taken Michael with me. Because if anything that you tell me, if any other stuff that you tell me about my brother is true, and that's not the little boy I grew up with. That's not who I loved, you know? That's my father's creation. Bred to hurt and destroy. All in the name of family. Well, Michael's gone. But maybe I can help my son, if it's not too late.
What do you mean, too late? What do you mean? Do you think that Ethan may have shot Ryan?